Good afternoon, everyone. I am Adina, and I appreciate you guys being on my channel right now, watching this video. I posted the other day that I was going to do this video on the Dalai Lama. I have no idea why I'm saying his name like that, but all this morning, as I was mentally preparing to do this reading, I just kept saying the Dalai Lama. So anyways, again, welcome guys. Thanks for being here. I almost didn't do this because everybody is talking about it, and I don't like to do readings that are oversaturated. I will sometimes wait until the energy dies down before I tap into it. And it's also just because I don't like following trends. So when I see everybody going one way, I'll go the opposite way. And if I still want to do it, I'll circle back when everybody's gone. It's my Aries moon, the rebellion. But I'm going to go ahead and do it for the sake of being consistent with you guys. As I have changed the name of this channel, that was my way of solidifying my dedication to this channel now. I know in the past I have been really inconsistent with my content and with my readings, but it's a new dawn, it's a new day. I changed the name of this channel to Beyond the Veil because that's what I do. I look beyond the veil. I look in to see what's hidden. And today we are going to look into the Dalai Lama. I almost don't want to say his name correctly because it's a sign of reverence and respect. And how can we respect and revere a figure who has inappropriate interactions with children? So the image that comes to mind as I'm shuffling these cards, because I feel all over the place right now. I'm trying to stick to a narration of how I changed the name of the channel and all that stuff, but my mind and my spirit is all over the place right now. Like I see in my third eye, the scene of like the Last Supper. However, I see a pope. I won't say the Pope because I don't know what specific Pope it is, but I see someone in the papal garbs in the center of the table, kind of like the Last Supper table. I see the Pope, a Pope sitting in the center, and I see all kinds of other religious and official figures on each side. And to me, considering that I keep thinking of it as the Last Supper, to me it means that they all partake allegedly in the same activities. And what I'm saying, what we see being publicized now, it's disgusting to me, but it's not shocking to me because I've been down this rabbit hole many times since I was about 15 or 16. And I'll be 36 this year, so that's 15 years that I've been conscious of these type of activities, these allegations. I've been aware of them, many of them, for a long time, and always wondered if a day would come when the veil would be ripped. And here we are. Because a lot of people before, it's like these things have been hidden in plain sight, but a lot of people, you know, they don't want to believe these kind of things. So even if they see it, they'll excuse it, look the other way until we're forced to not be able to look the other way anymore. And this is what this is. And we have Pluto in its retrograde back towards Capricorn for this, for bringing transformation to the establishment, to institutions. and uncovering things, because Pluto is all about uncovering what was hidden and hidden things, including sex, including abuse. And then as it, you know, as Pluto goes back direct into Aquarius finally, we will see the power in the people. So Pluto in Aquarius, in its retrograde back towards Capricorn, and then it's going back direct towards Aquarius, has everything to do with the type of exposes that we see about institutions and things that have been long-standing, religion and governments and things like that that have been long-standing, that have been built on things that are corrupt. We will continue to see the scales tip towards the favor of the people, Aquarius, the collective. So that'll be a whole nother video that I'll have to do on astrology transits on its own. But for now, I'm going to read the Dalai Lama. So with that being said, Dalai Lama, step into my cards. I ask to see the energy of and surrounding the Dalai Lama and his activities with children. I would like for the spirits to speak. I would like for his spirit to speak and hold back nothing. May everything be revealed and may nothing be hidden from me, for the sake of justice, for the sake of truth. May all things that were hidden be revealed. And may the spirits speak loud and clear surrounding the Dalai Lama and his friends and his associates. All right, Dalai Lama. This can go either way. These are both Leo cards. Okay, first of all, King of Wands at the bottom, the Sun card. And with that being said, the sign of Leo rules children. It also rules sex, pleasure, sexual pleasure that leads to children, which is why the 5th house, the house that is typically ruled by Leo, is typically the house where you would go to see whether you will have children, and your romantic partners, flings and things like that. 7th house, you'll look for, you know, more serious partners. 5th house, flings, sex, pleasure, fun, you know. With that being said, the Dalai Lama's pleasure is in children. The Dalai Lama's sexual pleasure, allegedly, because he has not been convicted of sexual abuse, he has been caught telling a child to suck his tongue. However, I'll continue to say alleged. The Dalai Lama's pleasure sexually comes from children. This wasn't a one-off thing either. This isn't like, you know, I like women, but I also, you know, I like to kiss on children. No. This is my pleasure. Comes from, look, that's a naked baby on that card. Let me flip it up right. Look at that. A naked baby on a white horse. A purity and innocence. It's naked and it's on a white horse. Both of these are symbols of purity and innocence. White, naked baby, purity and innocence. Doesn't the Dalai Lama wear a purple robe or a red robe or something like this? Look at this. But it was in reverse when I pulled it. Okay. On the bottom, the King of Wands, Justice. This tells me that this tomb. Why do I keep smelling the Vatican and hearing the Vatican and seeing in my mind all these figures sitting at this table with a papal figure sitting in the middle, as if they are getting ready to partake in something, a meal? Because the Last Supper comes to mind, but even in the Last Supper, the Christ said, "This is my body that we are partaking in." So in my mind, in my spirit, all of these figures, religious figures and higher up figures, all partake in alleged sexually aggressive behavior towards children. All of them. Hear what I'm saying? All of them. And I believe that there is a fear about what else can come out, about what else is hidden in this tomb. Once the law gets involved, once the law starts probing around and investigating what's really going on in these religious institutions. Look, this is a church. This is a church type of place. You see the stained glass here? You know what this reminds me of? A tomb in the Vatican. I would like to know what they do in different tombs within the Vatican. I would like to know. I would like to know what they do within the tombs in the Vatican. And I think some type of investigation. So things like this aren't just allowed to be publicized for nothing. And it could have been buried a long time ago. It could have not been a story. It could have been a lot of concerted efforts to make sure that, the broadcast was removed, or typically it would never have gotten as much publicity as it did. So somebody behind this wants to expose some things that are being hidden by religious figures. So whomever is behind exposing these people, they too want to look deeper into what these people do. I keep hearing at the Vatican, or other, maybe not even the Vatican, but I hear the Vatican, but I feel like they go on these summits, political figures, religious figures, they go on these summits where there's no press, no media, and they're supposed to have these meetings, and then they come out with, different agendas for the economy, different agendas for the world and things like that. But what they do in these meetings is, I believe, what is truly trying to be revealed by someone. The Ace of Pentacles and the Hangman. This is a very spiritual card. another spiritual card. The Dalai Lama is going to I would like to say that the Dalai Lama is going to be paid to disappear, or offered something to disappear, to step back, and not without nothing though, not without nothing. The word exile comes to mind, but it's almost just like, you know, we're all in this too, so we're not going to just treat you, you know, like an outcast. But because this has become so public, it's like you just can't continue doing what you were doing. You're going to have to step back. You're going to have to let go of your position, because we can't afford to have people thinking about our organization the way that they do. We can't have it associated with that type of activity. Because they stand to lose a lot of money. This is a very successful organization. Religion is a very successful organization, and that's what it is. That's what it is. Mass religion is an organization. And it has less to do with spirituality and, you know, people becoming closer to God than it is about power and control, economic power and control, world power and control. And they stand to lose a lot if anything else is revealed. It could topple the whole organization. They stand to lose a lot of money if people stop tithing, if people stop going on these sabbaticals. And I don't know how the Dalai Lama's organization work. I don't even know what organization he's affiliated with. I don't know if it's Buddhism or Tibetism. Maybe I'm saying it wrong because I'm not familiar with those systems, but it's a very, 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 very lucrative organization, just as much as the Vatican. And maybe the reason I keep hearing the Vatican is because that's the same way that I can relate it to an organization like the Vatican. Look how wealthy it is. Look how wealthy it is. I'm sorry, it's a lot of traffic on my street. Growing up, there was never this much traffic on the street because it's a dirt road. So I hate how much traffic it is now. Anyways. All right. Okay, I was looking into this hangman, him having a step back. They're going to say, if we want to continue being successful and not losing money, you're going to have to cooperate. This is why, you know, this is the conversation behind him having to step back. So be prepared to see the Dalai Lama have to step down or step back. I don't know if he'll be replaced. I don't know if they will change up the model and not have a centralized figure. I don't know how that works. But it's just like, in order for us to continue, in order for us to get past this, because you see 5 of Wands is here. That's a lot of rah-rah going on. But the person sitting up on the horse carrying the wand with their head up, kind of trying to be unfazed and unbothered by everything going on. Another fire sign card. So this is their organization telling him because of those sexual abuse allegations. And I also have to note the red cloak, red pants, another red cloak. I swear I've seen the Dalai Lama wear a red cloak. However, even if not, that's what it is to me. And it also lets me know, because most of these are fire sign cards, and there's a phallus and pretty much in both of these cards, a cross on this one, a bunch of phalluses on here, and then a baby. This is just the activity that they are involved in. But if we're going to get past this, look, even the horse is kind of side-eyeing. If we're going to get past this and not lose money, we need you to cooperate with us and step back. And you won't be broke. We won't send you away with nothing. You'll still have something. But you just can't be the Dalai Lama anymore. All right. Will there be more allegations? Will there be more allegations? Sorry guys, I had to remix up the cards, reshuffle them. As I was going down one train of thought, now that I'm switching to another one, I needed to mix up the energies. Will there be more allegations? Absolutely. Absolutely. There are more people getting ready to speak out. More allegations getting ready to come out. Let me pause this for a second, guys. I'm sorry, guys. I hate getting interrupted by my videos, but I had to take that call, and I'm so annoyed. I'm so annoyed. Because I just can't be great today. Everybody has been blowing me up today. It would seem it's Wednesday. I get it. It's a Mercury day, but god damn, all morning, just the emails have been coming in, text messages have been coming in, calls have been coming in back to back to back. Yesterday it was almost dead silence. Anyways, more allegations are coming out. I'm going to look into this Ace of Swords. I'm going to try to get back into my mind, into my spirit. Ace of Swords. Show me about the other allegations coming out. There are more boys who will speak up. I don't know if they will speak up themselves or if they will speak up through the voice of another person or another outlet. However, there are more boys, teenage boys. Look, more boys, more children. A lot more children that have been sexually abused, allegedly, that are getting ready to come out and share their stories. I feel like there is a woman involved in this. A woman who may have tried to bring these things to light before and had been silenced. Maybe a woman that was a part of an organization that's affiliated with them, or a group. Like a nun. I don't know if it is a nun, but that just popped up in my mind, like a nun. Because the Queen of Swords in reverse was down there. But there's a woman who was not able to speak out before, that has been trying to bring this activity to light for a long time, but they have been fighting her, doing everything that they can to silence her. I kind of feel like it's a nun because maybe she tried to speak out and then was shipped off to another, what do they call those, monasteries? Somebody help me out if you know anything about those convents maybe. She maybe tried to speak out about something but was shipped off to another convent far, far away somewhere so that she couldn't. But she never gave up. And a lot of these efforts are because of her, I feel. They're going to try to do everything they can to get past this without allowing anything else to come out. There, we see the storm waters in the back, and then the person, again, draped in red pants and such, is juggling these two pentacles. They will do everything that they can to keep more things from coming out and to keep their organization, everything they can to keep more information from being released. Yeah. Okay. They'll do everything that they can to keep more people from coming out. What will they do? Someone will come out. I believe that the Dalai Lama already came out and made a statement, but it wasn't well received. It wasn't enough. It was not enough to make it go away. And there is really nothing that they can do to escape this, because it's so much more. It's so much more going on that is going to, it's going to come out. Wait. Somebody may be thrown under the bus to save the organization. I maybe, okay, all right. All right. Hold on. All right. All right. All right. Somebody else is going to have to come out and make an official statement besides the Dalai Lama. And they're going to have to disassociate themselves from him. And he's going to have to go away somewhere and never be seen again. I expect another authority to come out and disassociate themselves, either with that person, the Dalai Lama himself, or that entire organization. It could be another organization, because of a snowball effect. Because people are going to associate these allegations and this activity to the Catholic Church. And I think the Catholic Church is going to have to come out and disassociate themselves from the organization that the Dalai Lama is in. And if not the Catholic Church, then whatever religion or organization that the Dalai Lama is a part of, the head of, they will have to come out and say, we do not condone these activities. We were not involved, and we got rid of them. That's what they're going to have to do. Okay. And then he's going to have to go away. and they're cooking this up now, right as we speak. Is any other organization involved in the same activities, or was the Dalai Lama acting alone, or is this normal behavior for himself and other religious figures like himself? Allegedly. Was this a standalone activity, or is this something that they all partake in, like at the Last Supper table? That's in my mind. I already know the answer to this, but for reading's sake, is the Dalai Lama the only one who does this, or are there other important figures like himself, religious figures, political figures, who also partake in the same activities? Knight of Swords reversed. Four of Pentacles. It's the reason why he's going to have to step back, because they don't want nobody else charging in and looking into their private business that they want to keep to themselves. Look, private business. Pentacles, business. Four of Pentacles, private. It's mine. I got my feet on it. I got it close to my chest. I even have one on my head. Almost looks like the Vatican with that papal hat. They can't have anyone else looking into it. Which is why he's going to have to step down, because people are going to connect the dots. The bottom of the deck, Justice reversed. The world as we know it is founded on these institutions, okay? These religions, these institutions, you know, they are the foundation of the United States of America. The world, okay? And they will try to block any more information coming out that could destroy them, because they, you know, it's what the world was built on as of now. The world as we know it, the matrix of the world today, is built on these religions. You have the Vatican, you have, in my last video with Aries Spears, I pointed out that nations were involved in this type of sexual abuse against people, allegedly. And it's ironic that this came out after I had to make that statement, because here I am having to dig into the same situation again. But we can thank Pluto for that. So what I'm seeing is that what will happen to the world if society knew what was really going on in the institutions that society itself is built upon? You know, it's almost like for the greater good of the world, these things can't come out. And it's almost just like people aren't ready to know the truth. It's almost like we have to protect them from themselves by keeping them from knowing what we do, because they just won't understand. They just won't understand. To them, there's a ritualistic aspect to the activities that they partake in. To them, it's ritualistic in a sense that the sexual abuse that they do and other type of activities, violent activities, aren't just about mere pleasure. I mean, that is, but there is a lot of raw, unfiltered, untamed power in the root chakra that they use, which is why sex and debauchery is being so heavily pushed. It's like they can cipher our root chakra energy. The more sexual we are, the more they can get away with the things that they do. And that is a ritual in itself. Doing rituals in plain sight, but not getting caught, because everybody else's vibration has been lowered to the same level. Everybody else is vibrating in their root chakra right now. And sex is everywhere right now. And they need that in order to save themselves. Because if everybody else's vibration is that low, if it's on the same shit, more people are willing to overlook and explain away, because they too are doing root chakra like activities. It's a way to say no one is innocent, not even you. Look at what you do. Look at how free you are with your sex. Look at the type of images that you guys consume. Look at the type of music that you all consume. Look at the activities that you consume. You're no different. And then they can do their shit in plain sight too, because everybody else is on a similar vibration. Whether you're doing the same things, it is a similar vibration. And this was done intentionally. And that's magic in itself, to be able to do things in hidden sight and still go unseen. And the way to do that is to lower everybody's vibration into their base root chakra and keep you from out of your crown chakra, out of your solar plexus of individuality. Keep you in the root chakra. All right. Look, this backs up everything that I just said. We're all in this together. We're all in this together, and no one is more or less guilty than the other, because we're all in a root chakra, base chakra energy. I won't say we all, I would say society as a whole. And I'm not just talking about this is religious figures secretly messing with boys on the bottom of the deck, allegedly. Now I want to take a look into the devil. You guys want to know how to stop this? I want to tell you, but I don't want to tell you because you're not going to like it. You got to get out of your own root chakra. The things that are okay today, the things that are the norm today. I often go on social media and read comment sections of popular blogs and posts. I only read, I only lurk, because I like to see what people, what vibration people are on collectively. And it caused me to take a step back from doing that, take a step back from social media, because I can't handle that energy. And it's sad for me to see. And it makes me feel helpless, because what can I do? What can people like me do? when the magic has worked on the masses through music, through media, through the media is how they have been able to juju you. Constant flashes of images, constant flashes of certain colors, certain patterns, certain sounds together. I'm giving you guys a little bit of tea on magic and how it works, because it's not all abracadabra as you think. There's a science behind magic. Patterns, colors, numbers, sounds, vibrations, images, repetition of these things sinking into the psyche and then changing your makeup, your spiritual makeup, your consciousness subconsciously, until one day you wake up and all of this shit is normal. Everybody's doing it. Slut walks. You know, I don't want to call out anything in specific, but I'm just saying that these things are on a lower vibration, and that was by design, so that everybody is complicit in the bullshit. Theirs is just a little different, but theirs is only different because they are the ones in control. They designed it. They are the ones who bound us to it. We, society, are the ones that are bound. Those in power are the ones that orchestrated the chains that bind us. And they do it through alleged sexual abuse, taking the energy forcefully from an innocent person's root chakra, and using it to empower themselves. As I said, because I'm looking into the devil, people cannot know, are not ready to know, that the institutions, society itself, religious institutions, business institutions, entertainment institutions, social institutions, education institutions, all aspects of society are secretly founded on this type of activity. And this type of activity, and people ain't ready to know that or acknowledge it. So they're willfully ignorant is what I hear. We are willfully ignorant about the things that goes on, about the things that our society is secretly founded on. Look at all these phalluses, all these signs of pleasure, sex, power, success, even the Nine of Cups. Only one person is winning here. Only one person is satisfied. This is somebody's institution, somebody's church. People bring their children to these organizations fully aware of the allegations, but the children are sacrificed by their parents, their guardians, for favor. There is a whole underworld that we have only scratched the surface on. This is what the people aren't ready to be consciously aware of. I don't want this to be a 2-hour video. So I'm actually going to wrap this up, and then maybe I'll do a part 2. I have to get ready for a Zoom meeting. And this is a rabbit hole that I was about to embark on in the Aries Spirits video, but I just didn't want to go there. But here we are going there, and I'm about to wrap it up, and then maybe I'll do a part 2 because there's so much more involved. So as of right now, what have we to say about the Dalai Lama and his activities with young boys sucking his tongue? I would like to see an outcome for the Dalai Lama, since this video is supposed to be about him. Outcome for the Dalai Lama. The Star. The Two of Pentacles reversed. The Hermit reversed. He will bow out in order to save the faith. He will willingly bow out. He will agree. Unfortunately, though, behind the scenes, nothing will happen to him. He will go away willingly, because he knows he has to, and he won't fight it. He understands the bigger picture of saving the faith, saving the organization. But behind the scenes, will he stop the activity? I don't think so, unless he was imprisoned, and that would mean criminal charges would come up against him, and I don't. He may. He may, because I have the Death card here, the Six of Cups in reverse, and this Page of Wands. He may have to face a charge because of something that has been going on for a long time ago, somebody will look into things from a long time ago, allegations or activities within the organization from years and years and years ago. What just flew out at me? And they're worried about this. Obviously, there is a lot of stress and worry from these organizations about what could come out if they continue to investigate long-standing allegations. Will the Dalai Lama go to jail at some point? Will he face charges, official charges? And then I'll close with that. Will the Dalai Lama mix the cards? Okay. Sorry, y'all. Will the Dalai Lama face any official charges? Will the Dalai Lama face any official charges? Will the Dalai Lama face any official charges? Two of Pentacles in reverse, Five of Cups, Ten of Cups. I don't think so. I think that the story will go away. He will go away. The chatter will go away. Something else will come up to make people forget. Even though people won't forget, nobody really wants to pursue it out of fear of what else they will find. And I feel like people as a whole do not want their idea of the world and how it's ran to be disturbed. I have a Tower though. I have the Death. Both of these are Pluto cards. And we have Pluto to thank. I kept saying we have Pluto to thank for all of this. Both of these are Scorpio Pluto cards. There will be another Tower moment, and it will be by design in order to deflect. I don't know if he will go to jail, but there is more coming out. More coming out about activities in that religion from a long time ago. I feel like things that have been long since buried about religious institutions will be unearthed. There are people working together to do this, though. Three of Pentacles. Somebody no longer involved in the church because of these activities. I want to say a group of people who disassociated themselves from that institution because of these activities have been working together to bring about these Death and Tower card moments. And to be honest, they won't be able to escape what's coming. They will be able to slow it down. They might be able to put a dent in the impact, the volume of allegations, but they won't be able to escape more people coming out. I don't know if he's going to go to jail, though. Is the Dalai Lama going to go to jail? Is the Dalai Lama going to be charged? I don't think so. I feel like I would have gotten the Justice card. But then again, Temperance is I think it's a Jupiter card. Jupiter rules the justice system as well, so, but I don't think so. The Magician on the bottom, I don't think so. I don't think that any charges are going to be brought against him. I just think that they will find a way to water it down. Water down the fact and water down facts with, mix facts with illusion. You know, this angel of Gabriel, this Gabriel has 1 foot on land and 1 foot on water. And that is, I think, how they describe the Pope. Ruling the earth and the spiritual realm. I would have expected to see the Hierophant card if it was the Pope. Let me look into just one more thing before I go. No, they will protect their tea by the Dalai Lama agreeing to go away. because he has to. He has to go away, and he understands this. Because they can't have people looking into other institutions. I keep getting the Vatican. And I say this because the hangman is a person suspended from a cross. The Dalai Lama is not a Christian organization, but the Vatican is. And I can't keep telling myself that I'm not hearing the Vatican when I am. Where is the Hierophant in here? What are you doing? Here you are in reversed. Okay. Well, I'll do a part 2 maybe if I feel so inclined to do so, but I don't know what good it's gonna do, because this'll be big noise while it is, because people like hot topics, but then more things, you know, they'll water down the tea with more things to distract you from it. And just like most things like this, people will move past it because they don't want to address the elephant in the room. However, this is going to trigger more information. More people are going to come out, as we saw, and then more allegations that were made in the past are going to be looked into. And while I don't see any charges being made, because who would be responsible for charging him if everybody in that position is also involved? If they did charge him, it would just be for vanity's sake, you know, to give the people the show that they've been looking for. But behind the scenes, absolutely nothing would change. Absolutely nothing. Nothing will change until we start to see Pluto continue to make its ingress into Aquarius. We'll see more change then, the deeper Pluto gets into Aquarius. But right now it's pussy popping its way back towards Capricorn. Then it's going to go direct back into Aquarius. But I think that once it starts to hit the middle degrees of Aquarius, then we might see some things that are not able to be overlooked anymore. But not right now. They'll maintain for now, and they'll do what they have to do right now. And please protect your minds, protect your spirits. Be careful what you consume. And I'm not just talking about food. I'm talking about entertainment. I'm talking about politics. Be careful about what you consume. Because if you don't do juju, if you're not cognizant of how magic works, you're already a duck. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. No matter how woke you think you are. Guard your hearts, guard your mind, guard your spirits. And with that being, and guard the children. With that being said, I'll see you guys on the next one.